Welcome back to the show. Today we're doing a deep dive on something kind of cool, a side hustle. It's both cutting edge and entrepreneurial. We're talking about starting a generative AI testing consultancy. So you'd be getting in early on a field that is just exploding right now, and
Oh,
you'd be your own boss.
they're pretty sweet, right?
Yeah.
So let's break it down. What would you need to know to make this happen? Can you give us a quick overview of what generative AI testing, even IS?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what's
what
being tested exactly?
it's all about ensuring that AI systems like ChatGPT or Midjourney are not just functional,
What?
but also reliable and consistent in their output. Imagine these AI tools as incredibly talented, but still somewhat unpredictable apprentices.
Oh.
Your job as a consultant is to put them through a series of rigorous tests to ensure they're performing as expected.
So it's about more than just making sure the AI doesn't crash right.
Yeah.
What are some specific things you'd be testing for?
Yeah, so one key aspect is accuracy. Let's say an e-commerce company wants to use AI to generate product descriptions.
Right.
As a consultant, you'd test the AI's output to make sure the descriptions are factually correct, free from errors, and consistent with the brand's voice. But it goes beyond that.
What else would you be looking at?
Another crucial element is performance. How quickly does the AI generate results? Does it slow down under heavy load? These are critical factors, especially in applications where speed is paramount, like real-time chatbots or financial modeling.
That makes sense. So you're evaluating both the quality of the AI's output and
Exactly.
how efficiently it operates. What kind of background would someone need to get into this kind of work?
Experience in tech data analysis or software testing can be a great foundation,
Okay.
but you'll also need a solid grasp of specific AI-related skills. For example, familiarity with programming languages like Python is essential for interacting with many AI systems. Understanding machine learning concepts is equally important because it allows you to understand how the AI is learning and making decisions.
It sounds like a blend of technical expertise and analytical thinking. What about the so-called softer skills? Are those important too?
Absolutely, communication skills are paramount. You'll need to explain complex technical findings to clients who might not be as tech-savvy.
Right.
Being able to translate technical jargon into clear, concise language is key to building trust and demonstrating your value.
So it's about being a translator as much as a technician.
Yeah,
Now, let's say someone is interested in this, but the world of AI is vast.
it is.
Where would you even begin to specialize?
That's where finding your niche comes in. Instead of trying to be a jack of all trades, focus on a specific area where you can become a true expert. For example, you could specialize in chatbot testing, content generation AI testing, or even dive into more industry-specific applications like healthcare or legal AI systems.
Ah, so it's like any other consulting business. You got to be the go-to expert for something.
Exactly.
What are some of the core services you could offer as a generative AI testing consultant?
There are a number of options,
Mm-hmm.
and the specifics would depend on your chosen niche. But some common services include comprehensive AI testing, where you evaluate an AI system across a range of parameters. You could also offer performance audits, which focus on how efficiently the AI is operating. And of course, there's custom model testing, where you tailor your approach to the client's specific needs and the unique characteristics of their AI model.
It sounds like you're building a toolkit of services,
Mm.
each addressing a different aspect of AI performance. But let's be practical. How do you actually get clients to find you and hire you?
In this digital age, a strong online presence is non-negotiable. A professional website showcasing your services and experience is essential.
Okay.
Your LinkedIn profile should be polished and highlight your expertise in AI testing. And don't underestimate the power of content marketing. Sharing your knowledge through blog posts or case studies can establish you as a thought leader and attract clients who are actively seeking solutions.
So it's about showcasing your expertise and making it easy for potential clients to find you. What about the tools of the trade? What are some of the specific tools or platforms you'd use to actually conduct these AI tests?
There's a wide range of tools available, each with its own strengths and applications.
Mhm.
For instance, you might use the OpenAI API to test different AI models and analyze their outputs. TensorFlow and PyTorch are powerful libraries that allow you to delve deeper into the structure and behavior of AI models, while fairness indicators, a set of tools within TensorFlow, can be used to assess and mitigate bias in AI systems.
It seems like a whole world of tools exists just for AI testing.
There is.
Once you've landed a client, what does the actual testing process look like? Is there a typical workflow?
It's like a structured investigation tailored to the specifics of each project.
Hmm.
It typically starts with a client consultation to clearly understand their goals, the AI system being used,
Hmm.
and the potential risks they're most concerned about. Then comes the data collection phase, where you gather the necessary data to train and evaluate the AI.
So you're gathering data to essentially teach the AI and then to test it. That's fascinating. What happens next?
Once we have the data, we move on to model evaluation. This is where we use a variety of techniques to assess the AI's performance based on metrics relevant to the client's objectives. For example, if we're testing a chatbot, we'd measure its accuracy in understanding and responding to user queries.
So it's about measuring how well the AI is performing its intended tasks.
Exactly.
What happens after you've evaluated the model?
Well, then we move on to the bias and ethics check.
Mhm.
This is where we make sure the AI isn't exhibiting any harmful biases or behaving in ways that could be considered unethical.
That's a crucial step, especially with all the concerns about AI bias these days.
It is.
How do you actually go about checking for bias in an AI system?
It involves carefully examining the AI's outputs for any patterns or trends that suggest unfair or discriminatory behavior. For example, if an AI system used for loan applications consistently rejects applications from people of a certain race or gender, that would be a red flag.
That makes sense. So you're looking for any signs that the AI is treating certain groups of people differently. What happens if you do find evidence of bias?
Then we work with the client to identify the root cause of the bias and recommend strategies for mitigation. This could involve adjusting the training data, refining the model's algorithms, or even reconsidering the overall design of the AI system.
So it's about not just identifying the problem, but also working towards a solution.
Exactly.
What happens after the bias and ethics check?
The final step is reporting. We compile our findings into a detailed report that outlines the AI's strengths and weaknesses, along with actionable recommendations for improvement. This could include suggestions for refining the training data, tweaking the model's parameters, or even exploring alternative AI architectures.
It's like a scientific report card for the AI, complete with suggestions for improvement.
I like that analogy.
Now, I'm curious about the practical side of things. Let's talk about pricing.
Okay.
How do you determine what to charge for these services?
Pricing can be approached in several ways. Hourly rates offer flexibility, particularly for smaller projects or ongoing consulting engagements. Project-based fees are suitable for well-defined tasks with clear scopes. For clients who require ongoing support, and testing a retainer model with a monthly fee can be a good option. The specific pricing would depend on factors like the complexity of the project, the level of expertise required, and the value you're delivering to the client.
It seems like there are different pricing models to suit different types of clients and projects.
Right.
Now let's talk about standing out in a competitive market. How can you convince potential clients that you're the right person for the job?
Demonstrating your expertise is crucial. Case studies and testimonials are powerful tools for showcasing your track record of success. A strong case study tells a story. It introduces the client's challenges, outlines your testing methodology, and highlights the positive outcomes achieved through your work.
So it's about providing evidence of your ability to deliver results.
Exactly.
What makes a case study truly compelling? What should someone focus on when creating one?
Specificity is key. Instead of vague claims, provide concrete examples of how your testing uncovered issues and led to improvements. For instance, you could describe how your testing revealed a bottleneck in an AI's performance, and how your recommendations led to a significant increase in processing speed. Quantifying these improvements whenever possible adds further weight to your case study.
It's about turning technical details into tangible benefits that clients can easily understand.
Right.
Now let's zoom out a bit and talk about the bigger picture.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier that specialization is key.
It is.
How does it play out in the real world? What are some examples of specialized AI testing niches?
Let's take chatbot testing as an example. As businesses increasingly rely on chatbots for customer service and support, ensuring these AI-powered conversational agents deliver seamless and accurate interactions becomes critical. A consultant specializing in chatbot testing would have deep expertise in natural language processing, dialogue flow design, and testing frameworks specifically designed for evaluating chatbot performance.
That makes sense. So you're not just testing whether the chatbot works. You're evaluating how well it understands human language, how smoothly it guides the conversation, and how effectively it resolves user queries.
Exactly.
What other specialized areas come to mind?
Content generation AI testing is another rapidly growing area. With AI being used to generate everything from marketing copy to news articles, Ensuring the quality, accuracy, and originality of this content is paramount. A consultant in this space would be skilled in assessing factors like grammatical correctness, factual accuracy, plagiarism detection, and even the overall creativity and style of the AI-generated content.
It's like you're a digital editor for AI. You're making sure that AI-generated content meets the same standards as human-written content.
That's a good way to put it.
So we've talked about skill, services, and niches. What about the human element? What role does networking play in building a successful AI testing consultancy?
Networking is essential for any consultant, but it's particularly important in a field as dynamic as AI. Joining AI-focused communities, attending industry conferences, and connecting with developers and researchers can open doors to collaborations, partnerships, and new client opportunities. It's also a fantastic way to stay abreast of the latest trends and advancements in the field, which is crucial for staying ahead of the curve.
So it's not just about what you know, it's also about who you know.
Right.
And those connections can lead to valuable insights, collaborations, and even new clients.
They can.
What specific platforms or communities would you recommend for someone looking to connect with other AI professionals?
Platforms like LinkedIn are a good starting point for connecting with individuals and companies working in the AI space. You can join relevant groups and participate in discussions to share your knowledge and build your professional network. Online communities dedicated to AI, such as those found on platforms like Reddit or specialized forums, can also provide valuable insights and connections. Attending industry conferences and workshops, both online and in person, offers opportunities to meet people face-to-face, learn from experts, and build relationships.
It sounds like building a strong network in the AI field involves a combination of online and offline engagement.
It does.
It's about building relationships, sharing knowledge, and staying connected to the pulse of the industry.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about taking the side hustle to the next level. What advice would you give to someone who's ready to turn their AI testing consultancy into a full-time business?
Scaling a consultancy requires a shift in mindset. You're no longer just a solo consultant, you're building a business. This involves thinking strategically about things like team building, business development, and financial management. You might consider hiring additional consultants, potentially with specialized expertise, to expand your service offerings and handle a larger volume of clients.
It's like leveling up in the entrepreneurial game. You're going from solo player to team leader.
Yeah.
What are some key considerations when it comes to building a team for an AI testing consultancy?
Look for individuals who not only possess strong technical skills, but also align with your company's values and culture. Diversity of thought and experience is invaluable. So seek out individuals with different backgrounds and perspectives on AI testing. And don't underestimate the importance of soft skills like communication, collaboration, and problem solving, as these are essential for effective teamwork.
It's about building a team that's both skilled and cohesive, a group of individuals who can work together effectively to achieve common goals. What about the business development side of things? How do you attract larger clients and more complex projects as you grow?
Building a strong reputation through high-quality work and positive client testimonials is fundamental. As you gain experience, consider developing a portfolio of case studies that showcase your expertise in specific niches or types of AI testing. Networking continues to be crucial, particularly with decision makers at larger companies. You might also explore partnerships with complementary businesses such as AI development firms or data analytics companies to expand your reach and offer more comprehensive solutions.
So it's about building on your early successes, demonstrating your expertise, and expanding your network strategically.
Right.
What about managing the financial aspects of a growing business? What are some key things to keep in mind?
As your business grows, sound financial management becomes increasingly important. This includes developing clear pricing strategies, managing cash flow effectively, and investing in tools and resources that support your business operations. You might consider consulting with a financial advisor or accountant to help you navigate these complexities and ensure the long-term sustainability of your business.
It sounds like running a successful AI testing consultancy involves a lot more than just technical expertise.
It does.
It's about business acumen, strategic thinking, and the ability to build and manage a team effectively. Now let's shift gears and talk about staying motivated and avoiding burnout.
Okay.
This is particularly relevant for side hustlers who are juggling their consulting work with other commitments. What are your thoughts on maintaining that entrepreneurial drive over the long haul?
Passion is a powerful fuel, but it needs to be nurtured. Regularly remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. Was it the fascination with AI, the desire to be your own boss, or the aspiration to make a meaningful contribution to the field, connecting with your why can re-energize you when things get challenging.
It's about staying connected to the bigger picture, the underlying motivation that drives you.
Yeah.
But what about those days when the passion feels a bit dim? When you're facing a technical hurdle? Or feeling overwhelmed by the demands of running a business? What advice would you give to someone who's feeling the pangs of burnout?
Those moments are inevitable in any entrepreneurial journey. It's crucial to recognize the signs of burnout early and take steps to address them. This might involve taking a break, pursuing activities that bring you joy, or seeking support from mentors or peers who understand the unique challenges of running a consultancy.
It's about self-care for the entrepreneur, knowing when to step back, recharge, and come back to the work with fresh eyes. Now let's talk about the financial realities. How long does it typically take for a side hustle like this to generate a decent income? Is there a general time frame?
There's no one-size-fits-all answer, as it depends on factors like your niche marketing efforts
Yeah.
and pricing strategy. However, with a focused approach and consistent effort, it's realistic to start landing clients and generating revenue within a few months of launching your consultancy. Remember, those early projects, even if they're smaller in scope, are valuable for building your portfolio, gaining experience, and establishing a track record of success.
So it's about building momentum, gradually taking on those initial projects to
Yeah.
gain traction and build a foundation for future growth.
Yeah.
Now, let's say someone is a few years into their side hustle journey, things are going well, and they're starting to think about taking the leap and making their consultancy their full-time focus. What advice would you offer to someone who's at that pivotal crossroads?
The big decision, transitioning from a side hustle to a full-time venture.
It is. What are some key things to consider before taking that leap?
It's essential to assess your financial situation and make sure you have a solid plan in place. This includes having enough savings to cover your living expenses for a period of time,
Right.
as building a full-time business takes time and consistent effort to generate stable income. You also need to be comfortable with a certain level of risk, as entrepreneurship inherently involves uncertainty.
It's about being prepared financially and mentally for the challenges and rewards of running your own business.
Absolutely.
What about the practical aspects like legal considerations and setting up the infrastructure for a full-fledged company?
You'll need to choose a legal structure for your business, such as a sole proprietorship partnership or limited liability company, LLC.
Okay.
Each structure has its own legal and tax implications, so consulting with an attorney or accountant is advisable. You'll also need to register your business, obtain any necessary licenses and permits, and set up systems for accounting, invoicing, and client management.
It sounds like there's a lot to think about beyond the actual AI testing work.
There is.
It's about building a solid foundation for a sustainable and scalable business.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the future of AI testing. It's a rapidly evolving field.
It is.
So what are some emerging trends or challenges that you see on the horizon?
One major trend is the increasing complexity of AI systems. As AI models become more sophisticated and capable, testing them effectively requires advanced techniques and tools.
So keeping those skills sharp,
Good.
constantly learning new things. What else?
We're seeing a growing demand for explainable AI, where the focus is not just on evaluating an AI's performance, but also on understanding how it arrives at its decisions. This is crucial for building trust and ensuring that AI systems are used responsibly.
So it's not just about whether the AI works, but also about understanding its reasoning process.
Right.
Transparency and accountability are becoming more important than ever.
Yeah.
What other trends are you seeing?
Another key trend is the shift towards automated testing. As the volume of AI applications grows, manual testing becomes increasingly time-consuming and prone to error. Automated testing tools and frameworks are becoming more sophisticated, allowing consultants to test AI systems more efficiently and effectively.
Automation seems like a natural progression in a field that's all about technology.
It is.
It's about leveraging tools and processes to streamline testing and improve accuracy.
Exactly.
Any other trends that you're particularly excited about?
I'm particularly excited about the potential of AI-assisted testing. Imagine tools that can analyze code, identify potential bugs, and even generate test cases automatically. This could significantly accelerate the testing process and free up consultants to focus on more strategic tasks, such as designing test plans and interpreting results.
It's like having an AI teammate to help you test other AIs. It's fascinating to think about how AI is not only changing the way we work, but also the way we test and evaluate technology itself.
It really is.
Now, for all those deep divers out there who are feeling inspired to explore the world of AI testing, what's one piece of advice you would leave them with?
My advice is to embrace continuous learning. The field of AI is constantly evolving. So staying curious, exploring new tools and techniques, and engaging with the AI community is crucial for staying ahead of the curve. Don't be afraid to experiment, ask questions, and challenge yourself to learn something new every day. The future of AI is full of possibilities, and those who are willing to adapt and evolve will be the ones who shape it.
What a fantastic note to end on it. A reminder that in the world of AI, learning is a lifelong journey, and those who embrace it will be at the forefront of innovation. So there you have it. We explored the exciting world of generative AI testing consultancies, from understanding the core skills and services to navigating the challenges and opportunities of building a successful business in this dynamic field. We've discussed finding your niche, building a strong network, and staying ahead of the curve in a rapidly evolving industry. But what resonated most with YU? What sparked your curiosity? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the world of AI.